There's our Maripod done. We can set that aside. Are you going to put herbs in?
I was thinking about it, but the real question is, like, in the stock, I used rosemary, parsley, and thyme, and then star anise and the bay leaf, and some peppercorns. It's kind of peppery. It doesn't really need, I think, anymore. It's probably to finish it off. It might, maybe I should throw some pepper in.
At this process, I would avoid spices. So
any spices?
Yeah, okay. Including the bay leaf. I would avoid spices. This is about aromatics. This is about fruitiness. And adding lightness. Right? You have your base notes. You already like the bay leaf and the star anise and the pepper, and you got a good base note, right? You got a good mid set of duals, middle C, that kind of stuff going on with the herbs you put in. Now you want the highlights, the fruitiness, the fairies dancing, right? You want to start working on that kind of thing.
Okay.
Again, it's Beethoven built orchestra, Beethoven built symphonies, we build flavor.
Okay.
The same thing.
So
I'm putting in rosemary and thyme myself because I like that with lamb.
Okay. So how does that work in terms of clarifying? Like, do you put it in a
No, you do not put it in a bouquet garni. I just pulled a little bit out here, and I'm going to show you.
Okay.
Right? Onions.
So is this fresh rosemary or?
Yes, fresh rosemary, fresh thyme, always fresh. Don't ever use a dry herb in my presence, unless it's pasta, maybe.
Okay.
So I'm just gonna, right? And you just keep going. I had a sous chef who said, you knew you were done doing this, like we would mash or all sorts of things, right? For big banquets and stuff. He'd say, you knew you were done doing this, and it was usually about this big at that point.
Wow.
When it's all one color. When you can't tell different colors. So just an example.
Almost like a powder.
Well, no, but it's an example of how we use it. Everyone thinks of food as just shoving in there. This is, again, another technique, right? It's about what works best and how to communicate that, right? Not only to somebody else, but to someone who isn't in the kitchen, right?
Right.
Right. And it's not using anything, it's your eyes. Like you cook with all your senses all the time. Not with a recipe.